All right, guys, so what's up? Welcome back. Today we're gonna have part 2 of my 2008 Silverado Escalade interior swap. Part 1 was about 2 months ago, and I kind of left it at, I think it was like late at night, and it was just, the interior wasn't in, so I have a lot to catch you guys up on. Also, I want to do a little walk around video on it and just kind of show you guys what the truck looks like now. Give you guys some tips and tricks if you guys are doing the swap yourself, and I think that's it. So alrighty, so there's my interior now. Like I said, it's all pretty much done, finalized. This is as far as it's probably gonna get for now. Got my center console in, my seats. So alright, where to start? Last time where I made the part 1 video of this swap, I kind of left you guys hanging. I didn't have much of this in here. I had a lot to do still, and that was on a Saturday night. And then all of Sunday, I really busted my ass to try to get this interior in because I had to work Monday, and this truck was my only daily at the time, so I had to have it done, or at least drivable for Monday. So that's what I did. I didn't have my window controls working. I didn't have my stereo or my AC figured out yet. I just had my door panels and my lever to open my door. And then I put my seats in. No center console or any of this junk in here. None of the trimming. Kind of just bare bones and ghetto just to go back and forth from work. And then after work, what I would do is work slowly on the things like getting the window switches to work, and getting my stereo and my AC and my trim in here, and just kind of getting it finalized. So therefore I didn't really get the best footage for you guys, and didn't really record that good. And then after that, the truck was done how it is now, and then I drove it for a while, and then I got busy with other things and I kind of just forgot. So long story short, here we are. Here's the Escalade interior now. Cluster's working. I showed that in the first part of this swap. I show you guys how to splice those wires and make this work. I got my window switches to work now. So before, my issue was that the original Escalade window switches, the plug from my Silverado harness did not plug up into the Escalade control, so I had to swap the switches out. And these switches are off of my Silverado door panel. Obviously it connects, it's the same fit to the, what the fuck? Obviously, this being a Silverado switch control, it's gonna plug up to the Silverado harness. So that all worked, but now my issue was, how do I get these switches to mount up into the Escalade switch trim for the door panel, because it's different. And so I had to plastic weld and jerry rig it on there, so it kind of works, but you got this hole here, and I had it cut down there. So if you look at it from here, it's not that bad. You see a hole there, but whatever. If you look at it with great detail, you'll notice some little things there. But my windows work. That's what I cared about. It doesn't, like, you can't push them down. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was worried about when I was trying to jerry rig it on there. I was worried that, like, when I pressed buttons, like, this whole setup would just, like, sink in. But it's actually, it's on there. So did a pretty good job there. That one looks cleaner because it was just one switch I had to swap out. But yeah, so that works. Like I said, the cable for your door, for the Escalade, make sure you get that one that goes from here to your latch, because it's longer. Your Silverado door panel will have its latch down here, and so from here to there it's shorter. So make sure when you get your door panels off that Escalade, you get the cable as well. But everything else, in a nutshell, is the same clips. They all click in the same little holes. That's the same. Everything's basically the same. I'm missing my little corner piece right there. It fell off. Kind of like that piece right there. This connects the same. It works. It turns off my lights, turns them back on, does whatever you do. So that worked. This works. This works. So this will read high beams. Does its job. My horn works. These buttons don't work on the Escalade. Steering wheel my shifter lever works. So as you can see, it locks it when I put it in drive, and you put it in park and it'll unlock. You can't go into manual. Well, you can, but instead of, because my original cluster was PRND and then 1 2 3, now it doesn't show it because you can shift past it, right? I'll show you, but it won't turn on nothing because the Escalade has a where you can actually shift it. You put it in manual and then you can shift it. You can shift 6 speeds, but mine's a 460, completely different setup. So that's that. This doesn't work, that doesn't work. My stereo obviously works, same stereo I had before my old dash, just mounted at a different spot. These are my AC controls for the Silverado. So obviously me using my Silverado under dash harness, that's gonna work. I couldn't get the plugs from the Silverado harness to plug into the Escalade's AC control. It just didn't work, and I couldn't find nothing online for splicing or adapting it, like kind of like how I did the cluster. So for now, that's kind of how I have it, and then eventually I want to get a different stereo dash bezel, because this is what came with the Escalade interior. So I want to get a different one of these, and then figure out maybe something to mount this cleaner, and not have this big old hole where you can just take a peek down there and look all ghetto and stuff. But other than that, yeah, everything works. My seats work. Got to find a power and ground to them, and then that's how you'll get your seats to move. So I'll show you. Mine moves back and forward. You can move it wherever. Like it has all the movements you need it to do, right? Just no cooled or heated seats, and then obviously my driver's seat's a little beat up, but I'm gonna try to find a different one for this. But yeah, guys, that's basically in a nutshell my Escalade interior. Pretty clean, pretty happy with it for the most part. Just like I said, I'm just a little bummed out that I couldn't get the AC controls off the Escalade to work, because it would have looked a lot better than having that right there. But it is what it is. But yeah, let me go through that side and show you guys kind of what it looks like on that side real quick, and then now we can get over with this video. Alright, so there she is. Not bad for a little daily. Looks pretty clean. Swap that out off of the Escalade interior. But yeah, guys, so for the most part, if you guys watch the first part, same way you take out your dash, your stock one, it's the same way you're gonna put this one in. It's got 2 nuts, big nuts on each side, a couple grounds over there, the nuts that hold in the steering rack that lift it up. You got all your clips, all your trim, like all this is clipped on, all that's clipped on, that's all clicked on. That piece over there of the dash, that's all clicked on. This has clips, that goes clipped on. The glove box is a bunch of 7 mils. The stereo setup behind it, it's a bunch of 7 mils. That piece under by your knees under the steering wheel is a bunch of clips on top, and then on the bottom a couple of 7 mils. But yeah, the doors, a bunch of clips all around, and a long clip on here kind of goes like down. You got to push it down and then push it in, and then you take this little piece off. You got some bolts there, and then you got to take this trim off, and there's a bolt there. But if you see my video, my first part, you'll see how I take the other interior off, and that's basically how you'll do this. The new interior, you put it in the same way. Just, I think the hardest part is really just the cluster and getting your door switches to work, and finding ground and power to the seats to have that to work, and then figuring out the AC deal. But other than that, if your truck's not a base model truck like mine, I think your AC plugs will work for the Escalade ones. If you have the Silverado's digital one. So mine's this style, and there's a Silverado one that doesn't have these big old levers, and it's just a little digital screen, and it's got buttons on both sides. If you have that one and you have your truck already came with power windows, then I think the swap would be easier for you. But if your work truck roll up window, manual locks like me, then you'll have to deal with that. So I'm not to the wind now. So yeah guys, I hope the wind's not making this video horrible. Make sure you guys go like, subscribe, and comment down below. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'll try to answer them my best. And yeah, so that's about it. Stay tuned for next videos. I don't know what I'll do with this truck really. I just drive it around. If I do any more videos, it might be an update on the interior. But as of right now, you guys stay safe, and I'll see you guys around.